Wie geil ist das denn? Woo! Hello, lovely people. We are here at Gear Street number 6. And right next to me, I have the man, the myth, the legend, probably, from Germany, Mr. Daniel Ringel von Lichtlärm Audio.
That's me. Hi.
How's it going?
Good. So we're on the last day of Gear Street. It's been a blast. Like, I made more dick jokes in one weekend than I did in my whole life.
Yeah.
And wow.
Yeah, dick jokes are pretty much a thing here. So
I don't know where it's coming from. Like, you arrive here and there's just this aura around Henning.
Exactly.
And it's like, you can just not do it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So
Henning and penis, these two terms, they melt into each other somehow.
Henning melts into penis and penis melts into Henning.
Exactly.
I actually wanted to not do any dick jokes in this video and we're already at one.
Then we started well.
I'm gonna keep a counter down here.
I can do it in post as well. So you don't have to.
No, I'm gonna do the counter.
Alrighty.
No, do it in post.
Daniel, if it's okay for you, I would like to talk a little bit about your company.
Sure.
So you have been around for how many years?
So, it's a bit of a weird topic. So I started building pedals in like 2014. It was always a hobby. Like back then, I'm a hiking guy. I needed a good noise gate, and the only like really good noise gate was the ISP Decimator. And I'm German, so I'm a cheap bastard. And it was fucking expensive. Like it's like 300 something bucks.
Mm-hmm.
So I started like getting into circuits of noise gates. So I'm studied musicologist, or what is it? Yeah, musicology. I studied musicology and like electronic engineering and like as a side study. And yeah, so I started building the noise gate, the key and the gate, which was the first thing, and it kind of blew up already, but I always kept it as a hobby. And even though it started like making money, I was always like, no, it's not my job, it's an ambitious hobby. My main job is being unemployed, and
which is the best job ever.
Exactly. No, I wasn't. I was still studying. I had a side job at Amazon.
Oh.
Like, yeah, delivering packages.
Oh.
Yeah, and I would rather see other people deliver my packages.
Yeah.
So anyway,
do we want to talk about our packages, or is it too much? Okay.
So anyway, yeah, so that went on till like 2020. Or 2019, 2020, then COVID happened, and suddenly it started getting bigger.
Oh. Yep, that's what she said. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, the company started growing. I did it as a main job. Mm-hmm. Also during COVID, there was not a lot I could do otherwise. And in 2020, I joined another company. Which went on for like 1.5 years. We did some amazing products, and after that I left and restarted Lichtlärm in 2022. Okay. Which is only 2 years ago. So
yeah.
The like relaunch or founding date was 1st of July 2022. So basically, as it is right now, Lichtlärm is only 2 years old, which is still a bit overwhelming because of how big it got.
It exploded, actually.
Yeah.
And, how big it got? Sorry, 4 or 5?
We're already at 5.
Wow.
Yeah,
we're good.
Even if we're trying to avoid it, that's what I mean. Like it just happens.
Yeah.
So, in 2022, I restarted the company and it just went through the roof like instantly. from my first run with Lichtlärm, a couple of pedals made it out to like bigger recording studios, like Flatline Studios in the US, which is like Dave Otero. We're really good friends by now because he reached out at some point and was like, hey, every band that comes to my studio is loving your shit. Like, why did you stop? And I was like, actually, I'm thinking of bringing it back, and he really talked me into it and hooked me up with like his artists, and they were all like, please come back, because I wasn't sure if I still wanted to be in the gear business, because it's not easy. It's a lot of work, and like I was used to doing like 14-hour shifts 7 days a week, and I know it's a lot. It's still fun because it's what I love doing.
It's your passion,
it's
right?
my passion.
So you don't count the hour, every hour.
Exactly, yeah. And I mean, they kind of talked me into it, and especially those guys, like the artists, the studio guys, they helped me promote it in the first place, and everyone started reposting my stuff. And like within 2 years, we went to a pedal lineup of 14 pedals now. We just did a speaker with Fane Acoustics, which has always been like, it's a legacy brand. Like they worked with Hiwatt, they worked with Fryette, like some of the like best amp brands out there. Like Hiwatt's been around for like over 50 years at this point, and Stephen Fryette, like he's a genius. Like I love everything he does.
Same.
And so I'm friends with those guys. Like not with Stephen, he's like doing his own thing, but with Hiwatt, and they helped me like create my own speaker to go with an amp, because suddenly we did an amp, which is like, just business-wise, it's a really stupid decision. Aber, ne? Hier.
Good band from Sweden.
Oh yeah, ABBA.
Yeah.
ABBA. Do you know the black metal shirt that's like the Dark Throne logo? But
yeah,
it
but
says
the
ABBA?
others, yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyway, we did an amp because tube amps fucking rule. So this thing is going through the roof right now, and I'm really happy that people like it, because doing a full-blown 150 watt tube amp in 2024 is like, wow, like it's just stupid. Like everyone's playing modelers or lunchbox amps, and I was like, okay, if I don't sell a single one, I have a cool amp at home. that would be a success already, but like they're kind of booked out till like late next year already.
Wow.
And the wait list is getting longer and longer.
That's what. All right.
Yeah,
But sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. No, you go.
I don't know. That's pretty much where we are right now in the timeline. So I'm being invited to events like this. I went to NAMM. I meet all the artists that I always adored. Like I'm a total music nerd, and whenever I'm not working, I'm going to a concert or I'm playing shows.
Yeah.
So, and like suddenly I get invited. Like we just had this like to Blind Guardian shows, which is like one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, once you come over, yeah, that's
and he's
awesome.
like, come over, have a tea, let's chat, and it's just mind blowing.
Yeah. What I love to hear is that the whole community is super supportive, I would say, right?
Yeah,
so you're already playing with the big guys in the industry.
Exactly. And especially the big guys are like usually really nice. Like, especially on an event like here, I'm sitting with the Black Star guys, with the Laney guys, getting drunk till 2 a.m. And oh yeah.
It's hard work, though. It's hard work.
It's
right?
hard work. It's like socializing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
you have to do it. It's easier when you're drunk.
Absolutely. I second that. But you already know that I played this amp for like 5 minutes at a live show in Hanover.
Oh yeah, our mutual friend Florian. Yeah, he told me he brought his, which was the prototype. So it's still different from this amp.
Okay.
Because this one has half a channel more. It has a line out and some like minor tweaks to the sound. But Florian came to the workshop and was like, you have a new one, right? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, I'm going to take the old one, because, you know, he has everything I ever made. Like, he literally has the biggest Lichtlärm collection in the world. And he's one of those guys who are so supportive, and that really, like, even if I wouldn't sell anything, like, those are the kind of people that still keep you going. Like,
Absolutely. You need friends like this.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, we should make the whole video about Florian and how amazing he is.
Yeah,
actually.
maybe we have some time to make an extra video about Florian.
Yeah.
Then we can just show some pictures and some of his projects and stuff. Okay, but we're talking about the amp already, so can you just briefly explain how this thingy works? There are a lot of switches, a lot of knobs.
Yeah, so you put your guitar in here, you put your cabinet in here, and you turn knobs till it sounds good.
That sounds like a very easy amplifier, right?
It's not.
It's not.
So anyway, like it's we like to say 2 3/4 channels. I explained this a lot of times. So we got a clean channel, 1. We got a lead channel, 2. We got another gain staging for the lead channel, 1/2. And we got the defeat switch, which is power amp only mode. So that's like a 1/4 channel. I'd say.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So you can run preamps into the input and just defeat the preamp and get like the ability to add infinite channels to the amp, like with a Tonex pedal, for example. Like the IK guys brought us one, and we ran it through the defeat function, and it was like, wow, like this sounds insane. Like you could suddenly make it sound like a Soldano, like a 5150 and whatever, because you just put your modeling unit or like the metal zone into the return. You can just do it through the front here, and it won't sound like a metal zone.
I find this absolutely innovative.
Yeah.
You always say, no, it's just a stupid idea. But
no, that's why I said, like, it's a stupid idea, but it's the best stupid idea I ever had.
Absolutely. Like putting all these power supply thingies, outputs on your foot switch. And
yeah, we just had that. Like, we're running 4 pedals here and not a single power supply because they're all powered from the amp. So basically, this is powered from a 9-volt out on the back of the amp. The foot switch is powered from the amp and has a 9-volt out that we're running into the Polytune, and the Polytune has a power supply out, which is powering the new version of the Total Distortion Worship, which sounds, as the name suggests, like this is gnarly.
Gnarly.
It's gnarly.
Gnarly. Okay. So maybe we should talk about black metal. This is where you actually come from, right? And people who are watching my channel, they already might know that I'm pretty much into Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, some like heavy metal / thrash metal. And the older I get, I turn into this glam rock LA metal.
That's what I noticed. Like you're playing really 80s. I mean, you got the hair for it. So for every answer that I give you from now on, you give me like hair conditioning tips because my hairline is receding. Like I'm wearing this stupid haircut to cover up my, like, we call it Geheimratsecken in Germany. So I'm gonna pretend I'm Chewbacca from now on.
Wow. And you still look sexy as fuck.
I'm trying. I'm failing.
So show me, please, how to dial in a proper black metal tone.
Okay, so the first thing is you're way too funny. Stop being funny. Look grumpy. Grumpy RR. More grumpy.
The more you say it, the more I have to laugh. Okay.
So black metal in the first place is about atmosphere. So you got to create a hostile atmosphere. That works. Stop it. We can laugh now.
Okay.
Only look grumpy when you play.
All right.
Secondly, you're a way too good player to play black metal. So forget everything you know. Use your right hand and just shred like tremolo picking. Yeah, over all like 6 strings. And forget that there's major keys, major chords, and any interval that's more than like a minor second. So just minor chords, tremolo picking, and move 1 fret at a time. And I don't want to brag, but this amp sounds too good for black metal. So we go to the clean channel, add shitloads of reverb for the ambience because you have to sound like you're recording in a cave. And as you can see on the pedal here, I dialed it in to sound as bad as it could. So we're boosting all the highs, all the high mids, taking out a bit of lows and taking out all the low end. We're hitting it with a boost that has a focus knob, which is like an insane 1,000 1000 hertz boost, so 1 kilohertz.
Yep.
So this adds like almost this HM2E thing, which is just like disgusting sounding, but then takes out all the mids later. So you get like a really aggressive distortion character, but it will still sound like utter garbage. But if you do what I just explained to you, it's going to give you exactly what we need for black metal.
All right.
So go into grumpy mode, get your tremolo picking hand ready, forget that there's major chords, and shred it.
I did a mistake. That was like more than that was.
It's fine if you want to add some sense of epicness, but don't go major.
Okay, never go major.
Never
Okay.
go. Except, like you can play like diodes if you want to have this like atmospheric, like Cascadian modern black metal thing. Well, add a sense of epicness. Yeah, do that, and then move inside the minor scale. Don't go major, but you're even allowed to use major chords.
Let me try that, okay?
Yeah, but look grumpy.
How was that?
That was amazing. You're hired.
Whew!
Sorry, Itai, you have to leave the band. It's the name of my other guitar player, and you're way more grumpy than he is.
That's the nicest compliment someone ever gave to me.
Stop being happy.
So what's the talking about your band?
Yeah.
So you're an up and coming jazz trio, I guess.
Jazz. We play sex jazz. In fact, we have like some jazz parts in there. It's like kind of progressive-ish, dissonant black metal, but really atmospheric. So if someone asks what we're doing, I always say like, imagine Hans Zimmer with a corpse paint. So my musicology education was like mainly centered on film music. So I always wanted to get into film music, but obviously I don't look... I'm not dressing sharp enough to be hired by a film company. So I was like, okay, I'm still going to do black metal, but I'm going to throw in like film music elements and keep it really epic and add like 150 layers of synthesizers. So it's usually when you read like the credits on our songs, it's like everyone has one instrument and I have like 20 lines of like, he's doing the cello, he's doing this, he's doing that. And yeah, so it's like really epic, big sounding black metal without all the grumpiness because we're not true with a V.
Oh, with the V, yeah, I've seen that before. Okay, so that's important to write true with a V.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. That's why we're not using anything that has. This is like the Wumtiefe.
Wumtiefe?
Wumtiefe. Mm-hmm. Because it has to be a V.
That is smart.
The polytone.
We would just rename all of this.
Oh yeah.
That's nice. I will link his band down in the description here, so please check it out. Instagram, Spotify.
Spotify. So I don't know when you're done editing, but our album is being mixed right now. There's like an EP, a split, and feel free to listen to it. Kind of sucks, but
I thought that's what it's all about.
That's what I told you.
So just one, I think we have some time left, right?
Sure.
So let's maybe talk about guitar solos in black metal. Is this a thing or?
It kinda is. In like black metal is like, I mean, you have subgenres, like you have metal, then you have like an insane amount of subgenres, and black metal, because it's so simple, you can mix it with everything. Like there's like pagan black metal, Viking black metal, symphonic black metal, true black metal, like avant-garde black metal. I could go on forever, and we don't have the time for that. So there's also black metal that's like more rock influenced, and they throw in guitar solos. So we do as well, but that's just because I like to brag and show off. But generally, like black metal is more about atmosphere than about actual like showing off abilities, because most of the guys can't play anyway.
Okay.
So we have really good drummers in black metal, but the rest of the band usually sucks.
So the drummer needs to be the best musician in the band.
Exactly.
He builds the foundation.
Yeah.
And when
so he's playing blast beats on like 200 something BPM
Wow.
for
Okay.
10-minute songs straight up, and we just suck over it.
That's such a classy life we live.
Oh, yeah.
I want to become a black metal guitar player. Why learning all this stuff?
I mean, we can start a black metal band.
Let's go for it.
Go for it.
Would you use another setting to just if you play like melody lines like an octave up for example, or
I mean, in black metal.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like I said, like the sound we dialed in is like really classic black metal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can also just do like do a proper sound, like that sounds good, and you can still play the black metal thing. That's what we do as well, because film music is like, it's all about epicness and like a warm feeling and like a sense of grandeur. And if you do that, you can still play solos. So actually what I have dialed in now is the live sound of my band. So feel free to do the black metal thing again and then play a solo with it, and you will see it just works fine.
okay. So grumpy face.
Ooh, I love that you went harmonic minor on that one note. Like it's so black.
I really
already.
tried to forget about everything.
The thing is, with this sound, you don't have to anymore. Like this is for the true black metal.
Now I can come
Yeah.
back to regular mode and
Oh
then,
yeah, okay, sure.
that was fun.
Yeah,
So actually I need to compose some black metal songs in the near future.
maybe we can compose something together.
Oh, please, let's do
I'm
it.
in.
The only thing I really suck at is screaming. I mean, I can sing like regularly.
I mean, we're gonna get Henning in for that.
Oh, that would be
So
awesome.
if anyone wants to see Henning in a corpse paint screaming over a song written by Karsten and me,
Let us know. If this video will hit at least, let's say, 3,000...
666.
Everything above 666 views, we will make a separate video where we three, covered in corpse paint...
Do a black metal song.
Yeah! That's awesome. I think that's it.
That's it.
I
That's
can.
it.
All I have to say right now is, Daniel, thank you very much, my friend.
Thank you, Karsten.
You are one of the nicest person. No, not one of. You are the nicest person
In black metal.
I have met in years. He is such a cool guy. He's one of the most intelligent guys I have met in my entire life, probably. And you're, yeah, what can I say? One of the up-and-coming brands in Gearland. Okay? So, make sure to check out his stuff. Well, thank you so much for watching, and we see us in another video next week. Take care. Bye-bye.
Lichtlärm.